And why, you may ask? Well, honestly, just trying to finish the playlist. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Formula 1 career mode for 2019, which I promise the first season of this championship will be finished by the 21st of June 2025. Now, here we are for everyone's favourite track, the Chinese Grand Prix, as it is known among my fellow Formula 1 gamers. So, welcome to, I believe this is round 3 of the 2019 calendar, and so far it's gone horrendously actually. We haven't scored a single point in the last race in Bahrain. We smashed into our teammate, ruining both of our chances. So, we're here again today in China, hoping that things will go slightly better, but obviously it won't, because it's a career mode episode done by me. So, here in China for yet another race of shambles, and we're doing the track acclimatization test. That's what it is. And oh, I should also explain. Don't expect too many of these, because it's my Formula 1 career mode, and well, I don't really ever upload these. So enjoy it while it lasts, because I don't know when the next one of these is coming out. So I hope I can entertain you with the Chinese Grand Prix as much as possible. Now, coming into the final sector of the track, heading towards the final corner, and we'll see what sort of lap time it probably won't be very good, but I think we might go just a little bit faster before the end of the session. And we come across the line now with a 1:40.8, I believe that is, and I believe that's the time that's, no, we go 1:39, and it's good enough for 17th, whereas our teammate qualified in 13th. So that's practice 1. However, in practice 3, we've improved to 12th place with a 1:38.7. However, Lando Norris was able to score a 6th place finishing position in practice 3. So while there's a little bit of improvement, it's probably not going to be good enough.
Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. Looking at this field today, Anthony, do you think we're going to see anyone take a chance? Maybe run the hard tyres and save some of the grippier tyres for the race tomorrow?
Well, I'd be surprised in all honesty. It's only the front runners that really have the pace to get away with that. And even then, at the end of the day, it's a big risk. Track position is the most important thing, and it's rarely worth sacrificing for a slightly more optimal strategy in the race, so I doubt we're going to see anyone trying it. I have been wrong before though. We certainly do see some risky decisions every now and then, and it's a gamble that's sometimes worth taking. But if it were me in the car, I would want to be on the fastest tyre for my qualifying lap, without a doubt.
So here we are, coming to the end of our positively lackluster lap time in qualifying, and I believe this was actually the fastest one we set, which is a 1:37.0 if my eyes do not deceive me. And at the end of the session, it was good enough for 18th, while our teammate finished 12th in the qualifying session. So again, proving that we are terrible at qualifying. So let's see what we can do in the race.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before the braking zone of turn 14. Alongside me to discuss all the action today is Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us, Ant, and tell me, you were down in the pit lane earlier. How do you think the track conditions are today?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Pierre Gasly, and Verstappen, Perez, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, and Lucas Faber, Ricciardo, Norris, Alexander Albon, and Raikkonen, and Mäkinen, Kubica, Butler, Grosjean, Antonio Giovinazzi, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. The revs rise and the lights come on, and it's lights out. It's green flag racing here in Shanghai, and it's a pretty terrible start as it is all the time. And Robert Kubica, he's immediately monstered us off the start, and as does George Russell, who looks for a gap on the inside, but Antonio Giovinazzi closes the door. We look again to the outside of George Russell, and we're trying to sneak round the outside through turn 1 and into turn 2. We've got the inside line, which is probably the better line for trying to overtake there, and it looks like we'll hold on to 19th place. Now we're chasing down Antonio Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica, and we've completely sent it down the inside, and I think we're now challenging Romain Grosjean as well, and well, there's a little bit of contact, but regardless, we go up into 15th place, which is probably the best start that we could possibly have hoped for. But meanwhile, Devin Butler, he's on the attack in the Racing Point. He goes around the outside into the hairpin. However, he's going to have to go the long way around, and we continue to defend in the McLaren whilst we're chasing after Alexander Albon. It looks like we're losing a little bit out on the straight. Now coming onto the start-finish straight, and it looks like Devin Butler, he's gotten the better run again, and you see the proximity arrows. It looks like he's going to try and pull to the inside in turn 1. He does so. Let's see if he can hold the line. We're going to try maybe for a switchback on Devin Butler. There's again a little bit of contact, but we find a line on the inside, and now we're going to try and see if we can hold it round the outside of the Racing Point. But it looks like he's just going to hold it to the inside, but we've got a better run off the corner, which means that we'll hang on to 15th place once again. And Devin Butler, again, trying for the outside with a bit of front wing flying through the hairpin for some reason. I think there might have been off somebody's car, obviously, but we hold on to 15th place for the time being. Now, fast forward, I think this was lap 4 now, and this is us going down the inside of Alexander Albon. He left a little bit of a gap. We come from far back, and it's up into 14th place, now chasing after Kimi Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo, who I believe is being held up by Lucas Faber at the present moment, which might make it a little bit easier for us. However, Alexander Albon, again, like I said before, we're losing out on the straight. He also had DRS, and he'll have the inside line for the final hairpin. Let's see if we can get ourselves a better drive off the outside line, and we're holding it off from Albon at the moment. Albon tries to the outside, but he misses the opportunity, and he loses a place to Devin Butler. Now, the pit stop cycle has begun, hence why we've moved up into 10th place. But Devin Butler, again, monstering us on the straight with DRS, and Alexander Albon follows him through. And let's see if we can get the place back from Devin Butler. Again, there's a little bit of contact, but we're going to hold on to P10 for the time being. And I think we're also going to make our pit stop this lap. So here we are, we've just dived off into the pit lane, and we pull into the McLaren pit crew. They get to work, and they get it done in an astonishing 2.1 seconds. That was very, very good from the McLaren team. Fast forward to lap 7, and Kimi Raikkonen's engine blows up like a sack of potatoes blowing up, and he is out of the race, which puts us up into 13th position. And unfortunately, nothing else really happens for the rest of the race. We're going to remain in P13, and we cross the line with 0 points once again.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. see what effect this result has had on the driver's standings. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to MacKinnon. Look at where they finished compared to where they started.
Woo! Finally, some recognition for our immense driving talent.
Check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari continued to extend the gap at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
So anyway guys, that's going to do it for another episode of the Formula 1 2019 career mode. Not sure how many of these I really intend to do, but if you are enjoying the series and would like it to actually return, comment below and I'll consider doing a few more episodes. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.